there, and welcome. We are doing another free tarot reading stream. I'm only going to be doing these streams for probably the next week or so here on TikTok because I have a lot of private readings that I need to catch up on, and it's just been hard kind of going full in on streaming when I have so much work to do. But other than that, I am really excited to do these lives here on TikTok. They're so much fun, and yeah, we're gonna do free readings as usual. And if you're watching the VOD, thank you. I hope that you liked your reading. Hello, everybody. Yeah, so as usual, we're going to be doing free readings. If you'd like a free reading, all you have to do is ask in the chat. Freebies are random. I just pick them as I choose them. Pick them as I choose them. Pick them as I see them. So, it doesn't cost anything, and everybody, it is, recorded, so if you ever want to rewatch it, you can. Hi there, Missy, welcome! You're the first person tonight, actually. I just started. We're only 1 minute in. I was doing my intro for the VOD. Hello, Missy. Can you hear the music okay? I hope so. May I get a reading, please? Of course you can. Of course you can. Hello, you're the first person. Can you hear me okay? Maybe I should turn let's turn this up a little bit. How's that? Hello, hi Snips. Hi, you're welcome back. Yeah, Missy. Your timestamp will be in the description after the stream is over if you ever want to rewatch it. And my friends, if you want a reading, all you have to do is ask. It doesn't cost anything. It's free. How's that? Is the music a little bit better now? Maybe a little bit more down? Okay. Hi, everybody. Thank you for the follow. Hi, Snips. Hi, Blue Eyes. Yeah. We're doing free readings. You just have to ask. We're just going to start with Missy. Missy, let's see what the tarot needs you to know right now. Thank you for choosing me as your reader. Okay, what do we got for you? Thank you. You're very welcome. Congrats on being first. Don't worry, we're gonna do another freebie after this, my friends. Thank you for being patient. Alright, what do we got for you, Missy? We've got the 8 of Cups in the past, letting go of something. We also have the 5 of Cups, and your future being the 6 of Wands. If you've been really struggling letting go of an ex, or maybe letting go of an old friend or an old time period, if you have a lot of old emotions really bubbling up right now, that is coming up. The 5 of Cups actually means sadness, loneliness, a feeling like, man, I wish I had more friends, or man, I wish I had more passion in my life, that kind of energy. It's coming up for a reason. The good news is that you're going to be released from this soon. You're going to feel so much more relieved. I think it might be like the full moon energy. The full moon is coming up in the next week or so, maybe even sooner. And so you might be feeling really emotional, but after the full moon energy, you're gonna feel so much better, so much more relief. I also see you spending more time with people that you love. Your challenge is the 4 of Pentacles. Don't hold any grudges. It also means your usual life, you might need to just switch it up. Don't be stubborn. Allow yourself to try new things. Your advice card is the Death card, which is so funny because we have your challenge being stubborn or having a difficult time forgiving yourself or even others. But Death is here telling you to release it and move into a new time, one of love and one of peace, which I already see coming. So thank you so much, Missy. Wait, this is so true, really? I'm glad it resonated. Hi, everybody. Hello. Hi, old Johnny. Thank you very much for the heart pup. That's so sweet of you. If you guys want a reading, all you have to do is ask in the chat. Freebies are random, and I just pick them as I see them. It's really fun. I like doing it. Thank you for being here. I'm new to this. Why, hello, hi, Rain. Thank you. You're very welcome, Missy. You want a reading? Sure. Let's do Blue Eyes. Let's see. And we're also recording, my friends. So if you ever want to rewatch the reading that you get, I write down everybody's timestamp next to their name. It'll be on the VOD channel uploaded later. And so I'll just have your name right under there. So I'm going to write your name got blue eyes. My eyes are blue too. And we got 4 minutes and 50 seconds. Yeah. Do you just want a general reading? I hope you have a very nice sleep tonight. Thank you, Missy. Thank you. I hope all of you sleep well too. Thank you. Thank you so much for the hand hearts, Omar. Thank you. And Sel, thank you for the kitty. It's very cute. A dinner would be awesome. Okay, let's see what we got coming in right now. And I'll let you know what's going on in the future. Hi, Max Jones. Hi, Nav. Okay. Jazzy, thank you for the rose. Sorry, trying to read chat and read at the same time. let me do this. Let's focus. This is for blue eyes. Your energy. Okay, we've got the Knight of Cups in the past. You have the present moment being the Four of Cups, and the future being the Death card. If you've been feeling like a big change is on the horizon, if you've been feeling like things are gonna shift soon, the good news is it's a yes. You know, the Death card represents letting go of the past with peace, right? With love, saying goodbye, I've outgrown you, and moving into a new era. So, you know, if you're moving, it can sometimes mean we're moving, we're getting a new job, or we're getting a new partner. It's these kinds of things that we're starting to usher into our life. And so it's really good to see. This is also a sign that you have passed like a difficult lesson in your life, right? This means that we've cleared some karma and we're moving on to something new, something fresh. And so that's really good to see. So things have been a little bit slow for you, you know, like we're not getting a lot of passion. We're not getting a lot of excitement. There's not a lot of exuberance in my life. Things are pretty slow. Just know it's gonna pick up a lot soon. In the past, we do have the Knight of Pentacles, and this actually, and this is another reason why I was saying things have been a little bit slow, because we have slow and steady wins the race. You know, we're trying to survive, we're trying to get through it. So we show up, which is really good. Your challenge is the Eight of Pentacles, so we never get a challenge unless we can overcome it. Know that you're going to use your talents for change. Like something that you're really good at is going to help you bring about this intense change in your life. So for example, let's say that you're a really talented content creator. Well, something could really blow up for you, and then all of a sudden you're able to shift your energy there. You know, it's that kind of stuff where you're recognized and trusted for what you're an expert at. Your advice card is the Judgment. So this is about listening to your higher self. This is also an energy of trusting your inner voice and your gut. I think there's going to be like a lot of signs. If you're into angel numbers, you might be seeing those a bunch right now. You're definitely not alone. You're definitely being supported. So I like to see that. That's what we have for you, Blue Eyes. Thank you. Alrighty. Yeah, generals are pretty general, huh? I really do. Lucy, thank you so much. I'm about to move for a new job. Oh, really? Oh, wow, that's crazy, Blue Eyes. I think it's going to be good for you. I think you're going to be busy, too. Things are really going to pick up. Nice. Alrighty, my friends. Hi, everyone. Welcome. If you're new here, my name is Ron, Queen of Cups, and I chose the Queen of Cups because in tarot, she represents someone who is loving, healing, and nurturing. So thank you for choosing me as your reader. I really love doing these. I think it's so much fun. And thank you so much, Leslie, for the donation. I see that a lot of people here are interested in tarot, which is really fun. I do want to tell you guys that if you ever want to learn how to read tarot, I have a free tarot cheat sheet. It's printable. It doesn't cost nothing. So I can send that to you guys, and I just really like helping people. So if you want to learn how to read your own cards, I've got that for you. It has all 78 meanings and the reversed meanings for you. So go check that out. We do a little nice back and forth here. So we go back and forth between freebies and Koffee donators. I don't always get Koffee donators, right? Like these are just people who, you know, want to show some love, want to support me. I do mostly freebies on my lives, and it's a lot of fun. So we're gonna do the next. I want to do another freebie before we get to the next Koffee donator, but I will get to you. So if you'd like a free reading, just put in the chat. You know, thank you for trusting me too. Okay, let's do, yeah. Make sure if you have a specific question, just let me know, my friends. Just let me know. Yeah, Cass, we can do you, Cass. Hello, welcome. I like doing love readings, actually. I know I always say, like, man, I'm always doing love readings, but they're fun. I love love. Cass, your timestamp for your reading, it's 10 minutes and 10 seconds. Okay, you might be saying 10, which is fun. Let's put the love outfit on for you. Are you single or are you in a relationship, Cass? What's going on? Hi, Alondra. If I don't need to get a reading, exactly, yeah, that's how it works. But you don't have to, you know, we're doing freebies. Okay. Hi, Ruba, thank you for the follow. You're single? Okay, you're single? Let's see what we got coming in, Cass. I don't like to assume, right? I never like to assume anything, so... What do we have coming in for love for Cass? I hope it's a good experience. I know there's a lot of TikTok readers that are kind of like, oh god. So I try my best to make it pretty honest and wholesome. But if I see something kind of worrisome, I'll let you know. Alrighty. We have your energy coming up as the Empress, so this is really beautiful. The Empress represents attracting things towards you. Notice how the Empress has Venus right here. So Venus is the planet of romance. It's a planet of love. We're in our feminine, right? We're feeling beautiful. We have things coming in towards us. And so that's really good to see in the love reading. Most women want to be the Empress in a love reading, so just know that you're really beautiful, sitting pretty. We have your focus being the Five of Swords. So this is a little worrisome because you're so beautiful. You have so much energy to give, so much love, so much healing to give somebody, but you don't believe it. And I say this because the Five of Swords represents negative information. It can also mean being your own bully, right? When you look in the mirror, are you speaking love? Are you excited about love? Do you feel like you deserve love? Do you see that, you know, how good of a partner you'll be, right? Are these things that you believe about yourself? You know, we need to practice a little bit more genuine, like, yeah, I believe I can be worthy of this. So I say that because, you know, sometimes the Five of Swords is worried about what people think of you, so careful about that as well. We have in your future, though, oh my god! I'll say this, Cass, this is pretty rare. The Emperor and the Empress rarely come up in the same reading, and when it's in especially when it's in a love reading, it does represent someone meeting their match. And so when I say meeting their match, I do think that you'll meet somebody that might have like similar, I want to say like similar upbringing, similar triggers, similar stuff. And when I say that, similar things that they need to heal, and there might be a kinship between you two about, you know, what we've suffered through and what's happening and what we need to do in order to grow. And so if you've been looking for somebody who like just understands you and the pain you've been through, like, this is, you know, this is somebody who's kind of reflecting that in your life. So it does, in my opinion, because of the Five of Swords, feels a little bit like a karmic relationship. These things can turn into really beautiful relationships though, and so, you know, don't be afraid, don't be scared of, you know, quote, karmic relationships. It just means that we have a lot to learn from each other, and it might be a little bit bumpy here and there, but all in all, like, we can do a lot of healing and a lot of self-reflecting. It's actually really nice. Let's see the challenges. Justice, you got to be more honest, more straightforward. Be serious about what you want. And your advice card is the Ace of Swords. Once again, confirmation, being honest, seeing things clearly. And the Four of Wands is also about taking up opportunities to find love. So that's what we have. I hope that you like that. I'm new, but this is cute. Hello. Hello, this is beautiful. Good, I'm glad. Oh, Ruba, thank you for the, you were amazing. And Chao, thank you for the hand hearts. Yeah, so if you want a guaranteed reading, you're welcome to donate to the Koffee, but you don't have to. We're doing mostly freebies here, so we do like a nice little back and forth. We go Koffee donator freebie, Koffee donator freebie, right? And so I don't always have, you know, these are just people who want to support me, and you'll really want a reading, but I never ever expect anything. So we're gonna do another freebie after this. Make sure you guys have your question ready. And I'll be back right after this. So let me say thank you. Thank you so much, Goatman. Thank you, Ohbooty. And thank you, Leslie. Leslie, we're going to do your reading next. And your timestamp will be in the description on the right side after the stream is over if you ever want to rewatch it. And we have 15 minutes and 10 seconds. So let's see what we got. Let's see what we got. Leslie, thank you. Thank you. Hi, Ron. I just want to do something for fun. Could I have a general love reading? Thank you. Of course. Also, thank you very much for the hand hearts, Robot. Thank you. All right, Leslie, let's do a love reading for you. I love love. What do we have coming in for love for Leslie? And then we'll do another freebie after this. So thank you guys for being patient. Okay. I resonated with the last message so much. That's awesome. I'm glad. Okay. Ooh, Leslie, we got the 6 of Wands, the 6 of Pentacles, and the Strength card, your challenge. That's a good challenge. We also have your advice card being Temperance. So it's very loud and clear here. I want you to know, like, if you've ever asked yourself, man, do I have a soulmate? Or, man, is there someone that can match? Is there somebody who can match my freak? You know, the answer is yes. I do want you to know it's at the top of the mountain. And what I mean by that is there's a lot of, there's more learning we need to do. There's more things we need to experience before we're ready for this kind of love. I know that's not something we want to hear, you know, when we're like, man, what, there's a soulmate out there for me and I'm not ready. Yeah, you know, Spirit always makes sure that we have everything we need before they throw something so precious in our way, right? And these people, you know, not only are they people that help you, right? People that love you unconditionally, but both of you are going to heal each other so much. And so there's just things that we have to experience beforehand. And I know that's not fun to see. We do have the 6 of Swords. The 6 of Swords in the past, and this means that we have let go of a lot of people, places, and things that no longer serve us. And I see you reintroducing new kinds of love into your life, almost like I used to always love doing this, and I don't know why I gave it up, but I'm gonna do it again because I love it. Just know we have independence coming in. We have an energy of feeling more confident, more beautiful, a lot of self-love. I think this is definitely gonna bring us closer to the kind of relationship that we want. Your advice card is Temperance. Be patient. Take your time. Don't rush things. You're young. You haven't missed the train. You haven't missed any opportunities. You're actually doing really well. You're actually on a really good pace. You know, Temperance represents equilibrium as well and like harmony in your life. And so I think that you're doing a good job. Don't sweat it. I really do believe you're gonna have like so much love and fulfillment in your romantic life. So, you know, don't worry about it. I think this is such a really good future to have. Whenever you really love yourself, that's how you're able to kind of filter out the people who aren't meant for you. Alrighty, let's get to the next person. Thank you, everybody. Bye. That's so fair, though. I know. I'm sorry. Thank you for supporting me. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Hi, welcome. We are doing tarot readings. If you'd like a free reading, all you have to do is ask. I really appreciate everybody for coming. Let's see, who should we do next? I'm just gonna pick somebody in the chat. Let's see. Yeah, we can do you, Chow. Chow. Your timestamp will be in the description on the red side if you ever want to rewatch it on the VOD channel. And it's Chow the Beauty. Let me type it in for you. Chow, are you single or are you in a relationship? What's going on? Your timestamp is 19 minutes and 31 seconds. I haven't caught your streams in a while. Hey, I remember you. Welcome back. How have you been? Hi, you. Hi, Sphoenix. All Alright, Chow, let's do a love reading for you. Thank you for trusting me. Let me put my, let's put the love outfit back on for you. And don't worry about being single, you know? You're just... Every rejection gets you closer to your wife, as they say. Or, you know, your soul partner, like the person that you're meant to be with. Genuinely, rejection is protection. Okay, let's see what we got. Yeah, I do. I upload these. I do. I can show you guys where after this if you want. Okay, what do we have for you, Chow? This is you. We've got the 6 of Cups coming up. Your focus is the 4 of Cups. And your future is the Queen of Swords. Challenge and the advice. Okay, I'll say this. I will say this. I do see someone coming in. Is it a romantic kind of energy? We can pull and clarify, but it does feel like someone we're super interested in. So this is an air sign. So, you know, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. It could be those zodiac signs, but this is someone who's honest, straightforward. She tells it how it is. You know, I don't know what you're attracted to, you know, fit it how it works for you. But it's someone who doesn't cut corners. They're like, you know, I want a house in the country. I want to have 2 kids specifically and a llama. Like, this is somebody who knows what they want, and they're just so independent. Like, they don't need somebody in their life in order to give it to them. So they actually might be a little bit away from love. They're not quite thinking about love right now, but it could develop into something like that. Now, I will say, how far away are they? You know, give it a little bit of time. The World card is here. The World card can be anywhere. I know, it's like, it's not fun. I know nobody likes to hear this amount of time, but the World card can sometimes mean 6 months to a year. I know nobody wants to be single that long, but the future isn't set in stone. Things can change, and so, you know, don't sweat it. This just means that we have to exit out of an old energy. We have to really close up a lot of doors. We have to learn some lessons. So your energy right now is a 6 of Cups. You may be reflecting on your past right now, and that's causing you to feel just really lonely, really unfulfilled. You know, I'm trying all these methods of finding love, and it's just not working for me, right? This card means apathy. You know, love really does make the world go round. Understand that just because we don't have romantic love, it doesn't mean we don't have opportunity to live a fulfilled and passionate life. I always say to people that, you know, where focus goes, energy flows. That's how we manifest, right? And so if you're always focusing on what doesn't work, you're going to see more things that just don't make you happy. And so focus on things that do make you happy, and you'll start to notice more things that genuinely give you joy, and it'll bring you closer to someone that like appreciates that energy about you, right? Like, being happy is hot. We have your advice card, being the High Priestess. Trust your intuition. You know, the High Priestess says, you know, allow yourself to feel your way through relationships. If you talk to someone and they're like, maybe they're beautiful, but their energy is just really off, you know, go the other direction. That's what we have for you, Chow. I hope that you like that. Thank you. Hi there, Millie. Welcome. Hi. Oh my gosh. Hi, Azur. Welcome to the stream. Hi, my friends. Thanks. You're so welcome, Chow. You're so welcome. Thank you for trusting me. Yeah, guys, the future isn't set in stone. I always tell this to people. When it comes to the future, I kind of sound like a broken record, but genuinely, when it comes to the future, tarot is unreliable, so always take it with a grain of salt. You are the master of your own fate and the dealer of your own destiny, so if you get a reading that you don't like, you don't have to accept it. You can be like, no, lady, you're wrong. Like, that's fine. I personally believe it's the most likely outcome, and I've gotten pretty good reviews. I'm pretty confident, but you don't have to believe what I do. If you get a reading that you don't like, you can change it. And if you get a reading that you do, you can step into it more. That's how I see it. Show. Hi, Shaina, welcome. Hi, Kirby. Shaina, thank you for sharing the live. And thank you, everybody, for liking the live, too. Okay, as all of you know, we are going back back and forth between Koffee donators and freebies. If you'd like a free reading, all you have to do is ask in the chat. I just pick them when I see them. We just did a freebie, so we're gonna do a Koffee donator. If you'd like a guaranteed reading, you're welcome to choose. You're welcome to donate here on the Koffee if you want to. You don't have to, right? Like, I understand. Just be in the chat. That's cool too. That's also really awesome. Thank you for trusting me nonetheless. So thank you so much, Goatman. Thank you, Ohbooty. We're gonna do Ohbooty next. Thank you, Ohbooty. Thank you. Ohbooty, your timestamp will be in the description on the VOD channel after the stream is over. And we have 25 minutes and 35 seconds. So there we go for you. And we're doing a freebie after this, my friends. And they're the same, right? Like, they're the same. I don't treat the donators any more special. I go just as in-depth for everybody, so... Alright, Ohbooty. Hey, so the last reading you did resonated, and my person did reach out within the time frame you mentioned. Cool! So when they reached out, I responded, but I was left on read, and it's been almost 2 weeks since they broke no contact. Can I get a live reading between us? Of course! Well, I mean, I'm happy it came true, but at the same time, I'm sorry that they left you unread, you know? Sometimes things are really tender, but, you know, at least there's some contact happening. At least they're reading what you send them. So let's see what we have coming in for you. I'm gonna pull for you on the left, them on the right, the energy in between the challenge and the advice, and what's coming in. So we'll see what we got. Yeah, this is Ohbooty. We're gonna do another freebie after this. So if you have a question, just ask it in the chat. Do you sing? No, I don't. I'm actually really bad at singing. Alright, Ohbooty, this is you. See energy in between. And this is them. We have the challenge and the advice. So the challenge makes sense. The challenge just makes sense. Let's see what we have coming in. Wow! Okay, it wanted to be reversed. Well, we have you coming up as the Knight of Wands, and so I do think that you're excited. You know, this card actually means like, oh, wow, you know, they actually spoke to me, and I'm really hopeful for the future. So this is really good to see. Even though we're a little bit scared, it's all right to feel some fear. Do your best to stay present and in the moment. They're actually coming up as a Three of Pentacles, and so this is a little bit of a busy energy, but it's also a social one. They're definitely keeping themselves occupied, you know, spending time with people, working, all of this stuff. So they genuinely are busy. You know, if they say like, I'm sorry, I've been really busy, trust them. It is the holiday season after all. The challenge is the Four of Swords. Like I said, not surprising to see. This actually does mean that there's no contact happening. It means rest, it means retreat, it means renewal, it means separating from people intentionally. And so this is actually a good thing, you know, maybe a blessing in disguise. This means that we have time to reflect, time to heal, time to think about what we want to say. Are they gonna contact you again? Yeah, I mean, yeah. It might be after you say something though, or they hear something. There's something about them hearing something through the grapevine or being reminded of something. There is something coming up from the past that I feel being brought up that they want to talk about. I just feel that way because we have the Dreamer card, right? So this means I'm thinking about it. We also have the Chariot. It means forward motion, a path to success. This also means quick movement, so this might happen sooner than you think. Obviously, the future can change, but currently, it does feel like it's coming in pretty soon. So maybe in the next week or so. And the Devil's in reverse. So the Devil upright means negativity, and the Devil in the reverse position, this actually means kind of letting our fears get the better of us. Whatever you guys say to each other, I'm a little bit worried that it'll make you paranoid. I want you to do your best because your advice card is to be confident, okay? Do your best not to let this person's opinion define you. All right, you get to decide if you're a good person. You get to decide if you, deserve love, or you get to decide what you focus on, what you put your energy towards. And so, be the emperor. Be confident. You don't need their opinion in order to be a blessing on this earth. You already are. And so that's all I wanted you to know. Sometimes when we're in no contact, it can be like, what are they doing? Oh my gosh, what do they think of me? And I get it. Like, we've all been there. We've all been there. We've all pulled cards on what our ex, or like what somebody thinks of us. But I think that we'll have something come up that kind of tells us a lot about this person. So yeah, that's what I see for you, Ohbooty. I hope that helped you. Oh, Ron, you're here. Hello. Hi, I am here. Welcome. Hello, everybody. Hi. If you don't know what tarot is, we are drawing cards. So this is a deck of 78 cards, and each of them has their own meaning. And what we do is I just pick somebody in the chat who has a question, and then I pull some cards and I tell you what they mean. Whether or not it's like a spiritual experience, that's up to you. I personally think it is. I think everything that we encounter in our life is not coincidental. I like living life that way. I like my life to have a lot of meaning and beauty and like poeticism to it. But if you just think it's a fun time, that's also cool too. You just want to see what the cards mean. I think, in my spiritual practices, I believe that we're attracting the answers towards us. So I love doing these. I do all kinds of videos. I post on TikTok every day. I stream every day. So thank you for coming by, and it's really nice to meet you. My name is Ron, by the way. R-A-N. Like R with an accent, A-N. Okay. Hi, friends. Let's do... Oh, that's really fun, Koffee, let's see. Koffee, your timestamp will be... Like... Koffee, your timestamp will be in the description after the stream is over if you'd ever like to rewatch it. And I actually just got my live restricted because I said the word coffee. I need to be more careful. Koffee. So the reason I pronounce Koffee is because TikTok hates when you mention other sites, and so I might have to restart the stream later. But you said Koffee. We'll put your timestamp in, and we've got 32 minutes and 32 seconds. Maybe look out for the numbers 3232. I'm curious what god/goddess is calling out to me. Yeah, boo, I know. TikTok's so mean to me. And yeah, a deity reading, or connected to you. Yeah, we can see for that for you. So you can use tarot to figure it out. There's so many deities out there. If you're interested in a deity, I promise you that's reason enough. I work with Isis. I know I've got this might be creepy to some people, but I work with Isis. I like it. I think it's fun. It makes me happy. She brings a lot of love into my life, and if you just let's say you really like ancient Greece and you want to learn more about it, you want to connect to a deity, let's say, Persephone is really cool. Maybe just reach out and see if that's a good fit for you. It can really be that easy. Let's see what I got. Pretty? I know, it's very pretty. Okay, what do we have? Oh, we got the Ten of Pentacles. Definitely going to have to do with your heritage, okay? The Ten of Pentacles represents roots, ancestry, legacy. We also have the Page of Cups. This can mean, it's an energy that feels youthful, an energy that feels very loving and optimistic about life. We also have the Six of Swords, definitely on the other... It's so funny. So the Six of Swords represents the other side. So whenever I do spirit readings, it's so funny because I always pull the Six of Swords. It means letting go of people, places, and things that no longer serve you. But if you know anything about mythology, almost always there's some sort of boats, you know, a ferryman that takes us to the beyond. And so it represents, right, like the other realms. And so it's so funny. Is there people reaching out to you? Absolutely. Who is it? Someone related to your ancestry, someone that you you know, maybe in a past incarnation worked with before, that kind of stuff. And so your challenge is a Devil card. Don't be afraid. You know, a lot of times when we're trying to figure out who's reaching out to us, we're like, oh my God, there's a demon. Don't be scared. You're not talking to demons. A lot of times we attract what we fear to, and so once you realize like your fear is the reason you're noticing a lot of scary stuff, it really trivializes it, right? So you're like, oh, if I'm just not scared, it's not a problem. And so be confident about what you do. Try to choose your deity with love in your hearts, not fear. And your advice card is a Three of Cups. You have a lot of options to choose from. Like a lot of options, and so be open-minded. Okay, hey. Yeah, River of Styx. Yeah, River of Styx. They do it in Eastern mythologies too. Also in ancient Egypt, they have a ferryman as well that takes you to, you know, takes you over to the land of reeds. It's a very common visual for the other side. So, yeah. Okay, alrighty. We are going back and forth between Koffee donators and freebies. I just did a freebie, so we're gonna do the next Koffee donator. Thank you very much, Goatman. Thank you, that's so sweet of you. And thank you to Matthew for buying from my shop. That's really sweet of you too. Goatman, your timestamp will be in the description on the VOD channel. If you ever want to rewatch it, it's at the bottom of the main channel. And we have 36 minutes and 47 seconds for you. You said, I'd like a reading. I'm constantly second-guessing my life decisions when it comes to love, career, and my education. I've had one reading from you before and it helped last time, so I'm hoping it will again. Of course! Oh, it's really good. I thought I recognized your name. Thank you for trusting me. Thank you for putting your faith in me and supporting me. Thank you for helping me with my rent goals. So, let's see what we got coming in. What do we got? What can we do for you, Goatman? What's going on? We have the Six of Wands, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Empress. I don't know what you're worried about, Goatman. Spirit is saying that you're on track. It may not feel like it, but you definitely are. You know, the Six of Wands, it means that I see clearly what I need to do. So you know what you should be doing. You know what you are capable of even. I actually feel that you know how smart you are. You know what you're, yeah, like I said, you're a very capable person. And that can be a little bit daunting, right? Like, I know that, like, for example, let's say you're really good at learning languages. Like, man, I know that I'm so good at learning languages. Ooh, but that requires studying. Or like, I know that this is something I would do. If, like, let's say that tarot never worked for me, like, I would probably be a teacher because I love kids. Man, I really love working with kids, but I'd have to go to school. You know, it's that kind of energy that you know how capable you are. You just have to take the leap on it. You know, trust that you'll be able to stick the landing. We have your focus being the Queen of Pentacles. I can tell that you're striving for more peace, more comfort in your life. There's this energy of needing to trust your own capabilities. Trust that you're actually someone who can stick the landing, somebody who can have wins in their life. You know, your challenge is a Nine of Pentacles. This is putting yourself first. This is about being independent. You know, making sure you feel like you're someone that people should get to know. Do you feel Like when you talk to people, do you feel like you annoy them? You should talk to people and feel like you have something to offer them, right? Like, oh, you know, people want to get to know me because I'm funny, because I'm sweet, because I'm kind, because I'm friendly, right? Like, how are you talking about yourself? Because I promise you, you're a lot better than what you think, okay? Because that's your challenge. Your advice card is the Nine of Wands. You're on the right track, you know? The Nine of Wands means persistence, perseverance. It means keep going, keep pushing. I know it's difficult. A lot of times right before we're about to have a breakthrough in our life, things get really tough. And so, you know, trust that just because it's getting tough, that doesn't mean you can't handle it. We have the Empress in your future. Dude, the Empress means healing, okay? All right? It also means growth. All right, and it means abundance, okay? It's a really good card, and so this is coming in for you. There's a lot of growth, there's a lot of healing, there's a lot of peace and comforts, and it's because we didn't give up. It's because we understand what we're capable of when we actually, you know, take the jump. We take these small risks. Obviously, you don't gamble. Please don't gamble. You know, I don't believe in gambling, but you know, just do things that you know that you're good at, but you're just a little bit too nervous to do. Have a little bit more courage, and I promise you, like, things are really gonna work out for you, especially with this as a challenge and this as an outcome. So, alrighty. Alrighty, is the Koffee donator $15? Yes. The reason why, and I know it's a little expensive, but the reason why is that in the past, I usually stream on multiple platforms, but in the past, I had so many readings that I would spend like 3 to 5 hours streaming. And so I'm just, you know, I already have 2 more than I need to do, and this is just my price. I hope you guys are okay with that. I hope that's okay, because we're doing freebies too. Okay. Okay. Goatman, thank you. You're very welcome, Goatman. You're doing a good job, even if it doesn't feel like it. Hey, Ron. Hi, Steph. Welcome back. Did you watch your reading from yesterday? I sent you the link. Thank you for explaining them. Yeah, you're welcome. You're very welcome. Let's see. Let's do Kirby. Let's do Kirby. My friends, we are going back and forth between Koffee donators and freebies. Thank you for your patience. We're gonna do Kirby next. And once I get a little bit more up to when I get done with the rest of the Koffee donators, I need to restart the stream because TikTok got mad at me for saying coffee. It got mad at me for mentioning another platform, so I do have to restart. Not right now, probably in the next like 10 minutes. So Kirby, your timestamp for your reading is 42:32, and that'll be in the description after the stream is over if you'd ever want to rewatch it. You said, can I get a love reading? Your last general reading sent me the right way, and I got a boyfriend. Oh my god, really? Dude, what? Dude, what? That's amazing. I love that. Oh my gosh. Matchmaker, matchmaker, make me a match. That's me, matchmaker Ron. I love your games, Kirby. I like Kirby's games too. Hey, what's up? Hi, shiny hero. Alright. I'm really happy you got a boyfriend, Kirby. Let's do a little love reading for you. What do we got coming in? Oh, good night, Blossom. Thank you for coming to help. It was really sweet of you. I hope that you rest well. Okay. Alright, Kirby, what's up? What's happening? Oh, this is you. It's the energy in between. And this is them. I love this. I actually like this. Okay, we do have some fears and insecurities coming up, and that's okay. You know, this happens when we love someone so much. If you've been noticing that you have been dealing with, like, you know, jealousy, or you're getting triggered, you're just, like I said, insecure in any way. Oops, why did that pop up? Sorry. And if that's popping up for you, just like my thing popped up, just know that it's meant to. It's meant to. We're very lucky to be loving someone so much that we're able to face these kinds of unhealed things, because we have the opportunity to bring them up and actually heal them, right? Heal them for good. Like, there are things that we don't have to deal with in the future. And it might, it might go both ways. It isn't the challenge. It might not just be you, them too. Maybe they realize that they don't always clean their dishes. And they're like, man, I've got a girlfriend now. I should probably clean my dishes. It can be something that simple, where it's like, if we want to make things work with somebody, we really have to meet them halfway. We have to learn these things. We're going to have frustrations. We're going to have insecurities pop up, but it's going to make both of you like so much better for each other. So don't shy away from this. This is actually really good. Now we have your energy coming up as the Fool and the Page of Swords. This is something really fresh, really new. And the Page of Swords says, I'm learning. I'm trying to learn from you and figure out what's happening and how I feel. Not a bad energy, because we have the energy in between being the Nine of Cups. And this is wish fulfillment. I'm feeling fulfilled. I'm so glad I have this. I want to cherish it. I want to make sure it stays. It's a really nice energy. We also have the Hierophant. So both of you definitely manifested each other. I don't know if they feel that way too. But, we're always manifesting. The Hierophant represents someone who really values safety, comfort, and ease. Definitely a homebody kind of energy. So, they like good food. They like cuddles. They really like physical touch, right? So they like to hold hands. They like to kiss. This is the Hierophant when it comes to love. So Taurus is actually ruled by the planet Venus, and so this is the Taurus card, and it's really nice to see Taurus in a love reading because of that Venus energy. So just know they're unnatural at this. They probably grew up being around people who really love each other. Your advice card, not that and that's not to say that they don't have things come up. They're also stubborn, but that's okay. Your advice card is the Four Swords, to relax. Take it easy. If they or you ever need space, allow that. It's okay. We still care about each other, and it's really good. I hope that you like that. Thank you. It's so satisfying when you do the cards. Thank you. I really like it. Thank you very much, Kitty, for the donation. Thank you. And thank you for 60% of my 60% of my goal, my friend. 16. All right. I'm also got. Oh, sorry. You're gone. I'm sorry. I always try to ask people's pronouns in my private readings. I need to be better about that. Sorry, Kirby. Let's go though. You're okay. Thank you. Sorry about that. Hi, Red. Hello. Okay, my friends. I'm actually I need to restart the stream because TikTok got mad at me. So I'm going to end the live, but I'll be right back. We're gonna keep the recording rolling. So I'm still gonna upload the VOD, like everything's still gonna be in one recording, but I have to restart the stream because TikTok got mad at me about saying another platform. So I'll be right back. I promise. We're gonna come right back. So just when the live ends, just go to my profile and refresh. So hold on. All right, there we go. Yeah. Hello, VOD watchers. Sorry if you had to go through the silence, but we're back at it. Hi, Rose. Welcome back. Hi, Tolia. We're back in business. She's back. I'm back. Sorry about that. TikTok is so mean to me. Hi, Alexa. Welcome. I'll be careful. I won't say it again. Just so you guys know, if you ever want to stream on TikTok, don't talk about other platforms, especially donation platforms. Be careful. Okay. Freaky Fads. Yeah, we're back at it. We're back at it. Okay. We just did... Yeah, we just did a freebie. So, I'm gonna do the next Koffee donator, and I'll do another freebie right after this. So thank you guys for being patient. And thank you so much, Cosmo. Thank you. Thank you, Eve. Thank you, Shaina. And thank you, Saff. We're gonna do Saff next. I believe I know who that Saff is, too. Hi, Didi. Welcome. If you guys want a free reading, just ask in the chat. We're gonna get to y'all next. Saff, your timestamp will be in the description after the stream is over. You have 50 minutes and 6 seconds. 50 minutes and 6 seconds. Let's see what we have going on with you, Saff. Thank you for trusting me with your reading. I hope it's worth the wait. I appreciate the patience, and thank you for... Oops. Oh my gosh, I changed outfits. We're doing a freebie after this, friends. Thank you for being patient. Okay, will I be able to make rent by Wednesday? Oh, we're doing a money reading. Hey, oh my gosh, Saff. Oh my gosh, Saff. Hold on, let me refund you. What? Hold on. I'm typing refund on your name. Dude, if you're worried if you're gonna make rent by Wednesday, you don't have to donate to me. Oh my goodness, please. Please be responsible. I will do this reading for you for free. I don't know how long it takes for refunds to process, but I know it's like it takes me like 2 buttons to hit refund, and so I'm gonna refund you right after this. I'm so sorry you're struggling with money right now. You know, so much that you're worried if you can make rent. So let's see if you can make rent, Saff. What do we got coming in for you? I'm sorry. I know that's really scary. We have the 8 of Cups. We also have the Tower. We also have the King of Wands. So there's a few energies here. The 8 of Cups represents walking into the unknown. So this is an energy of fear, right? Like, you know, I'm doing my best. It's scary because I don't really know what the outcome is going to be, but I have to keep trying. I'll admit, you know, the Tower usually represents, and especially in a yes-no reading, it usually means no. I don't want you to be afraid though, because your outcome is the King of Wands. So if you're not able to pay right now, I promise you that if you just call them and you say like, hey, you know, things have been a little bit tied up, I need an extra week, I actually see it not being so bad. And by the way, the future isn't set in stone. I know this reading can be a little bit nerve-wracking. I want you to be able to make it. So like I said, I'm gonna refund you, but if you need help, don't be afraid to ask. I actually do think like it's not gonna be as bad as you think it is. I know it's scary. Listen, I've been on hard times before. I've been late on payments. I've been late on stuff. It's scary, right? You're like, man, they're not gonna trust me. It's gonna reflect on my thing. But if you're just upfront and honest, like you call them, you say, hey, I just need this much time, or, you know, I had this happen, or anything like that, they usually do understand. And there's usually something in the lease about it too. So your challenge is the Queen of Cups. Soothe yourself through this. Talk yourself through this. You're gonna be fine. You know, take care of yourself. We have your advice card being temperance, and be patient with yourself. You know, give yourself some peace and some ease, because you have more time than you think. You know, genuinely. Just say like, hey, you know, something happened, or hey, you know, I just need a little bit more time. It's really not as big of a deal as you think it is. It's just scary, right? It's scary and it's embarrassing. But I've been late on payments too. It'll be okay. You'll be fine. Okay. A nice of you, thank you. Just call them and look at your lease. You know, usually they're like, oh, there's a $25 fee and da-da-da-da. But if you just say like, you know, I really can't do that, they usually understand. So it'll be okay. It'll be okay, Saff. And I'll refund you after the stream is over, I promise. Hello, everybody. Thank you for being here. If you'd like a free reading, we're gonna get to you next. Let me drink some water. Thank you for trusting me, Saff. I'm really sorry you're going through that. I really am. There we go. Let me drink some water. Hold on, I'm thirsty. Everybody take a sip. Take a big gulp. Whoa! Sir Natsu, thank you! Sir Natsu, that's so sweet of you! Oh wait, Ron, what's my timestamp? Oh, it's I put it in the thing. It's 50 minutes and 6 seconds. I just didn't refresh, so it looks like I didn't. But it'll be in the description, don't worry. It'll be in the description. See, if you look here, it's still there, don't worry. Let me put it on. Yeah. See? Okay. Alrighty. We're gonna do another freebie. Thank you everybody for trusting me. Freebies are random. I just pick them as I see them. If you'd like to support me and help me with my rent, you're welcome to donate, but you don't have to. I don't expect anything. Those are just for people who want to support me and want a guaranteed reading. But your time, your energy, just being in the chat and spending time with me, just as wonderful, just as precious. So let's see what we got. What do we got? Let's do Rain. Hi there, Rain. Hello, Rain. Your timestamp will be on the VOD channel after the stream is over, if you'd ever like to rewatch it. And we have 55 minutes and 55 seconds. You might be seeing fives. Anytime we see fives, it does represent change. So if you're seeing 555, like 5:55 p.m. or, you know, maybe it's on an address or something like that, just know that's usually a sign that some change is coming in, which is, you know, that's a good thing. You said, hi, I'm Rain. I'm new to this, but I would love to do a general reading from you. I think it would be fun. Yeah, let's see what we got. Hi, friends. Ron is amazing. Thank you, Sir Natsu. Thank you. I really like, you know, I'm really passionate about what I do. Rain, I really want to roll this for you. I don't know why. I just do. This is Astro Dice. So this is star astrology stuff. So I'll translate, don't worry. I know what everything means, and don't worry, I speak Woonese. And I'll translate it into English. I gotta go. Bye, Tintini. All right, we have the South Node coming in. We also have Aries and the 7th house. So the 7th house represents partnership, relationship, and contracts. So these are people who are really involved in our lives. We also have Aries energy. Aries is, you know, a little bit stubborn. It can also be an energy of taking action, taking charge in your life. But we have the North Node, and the North Node is another sign of change. And so I had mentioned fives. You know, it's funny how the universe does this, but the North Node means direction. It means fate. It means growth. It means lesson. So this is being on your soul's path. So just know, I do think you're going to be seeing somebody's true colors. And that's not to say that it's a bad thing. You're going to be seeing everybody's true colors. So your family, your friends, your loved ones, you know, your dog, your cat. Everyone, you're just going to be like, whoa. I'm noticing different things about you. What you do with that information is up to you, right, Aries? You have the power in this situation. I do think that relationships are really shifting, though. So some of them are going to upgrade, and I'll be honest, you know, some of them you're gonna have to say no to, you know, put some boundaries up. But that's not a bad thing. I think it's necessary for you to get where you need to go. Okay, what else do we have coming in for you? You like the Animal Crossing? Me too, thank you. I like this. This is your energy. What the heck? Oh my gosh, it's so funny. Dude, what the heck? Okay, you're coming up as the Queen of Wands. Remember how I said we've got some Aries energy? This is that Aries energy. The fire sign, okay? You don't have to be a fire sign. We are in Sagittarius season. So a lot of times in Sagittarius season, people are authentic. And that authenticity comes out through their expression. So the way that they feel intense emotions. And you're the same. And because this amplification is happening, you're going to be very creative, very expressive. You're going to be like a flame, and there's going to be a lot of moths. And so when you're in this light, when you're shining this bright, know that you're going to see things. This is why we're seeing fives, by the way. This is why we have the 7th house in Aries in the North Node. You're noticing things you never noticed before because you're actually putting yourself first. And so you may have to put up some healthy boundaries. You know, this came up again, the 7 of Wands. This means, I'm sorry, I don't want to do that. Or no, I can't go to that. And you have to be okay with that. Or I don't want to be your friend, you know, stuff like that. Also needing to know where your line is. Where is your line? What are you okay with? And do you have the confidence to actually say no? So this is your challenge. Your challenge is going to get you towards your highest path, towards your highest good. It's not always hard, but it always takes work. So your advice card is the Queen of Cups. Always act in love and you will receive love back, okay? And we have in the future the 7 of Swords. Somebody, you know how I mentioned some things that this is gonna happen in the next 2 weeks, by the way. I'm sorry, I know I'm being very specific. I'm really not trying to make you paranoid, by the way. Either somebody's jealous or somebody lied. And you're gonna either catch them in a lie, or you're just gonna notice that they're really triggered by this confidence that you have. And so, you know, what you do with that information is up to you. You know, you decide where to go from there. Spirit is telling you to kind of set things straight, but still act in love. But there is a lot of joy coming in this too. Okay, that's what I have. I hope that you like that. Thank you. I'm sorry, I know that was really specific. I've lately been having a friend who has been lying about a lot of certain things. Really? Oh my gosh, that's crazy. Maybe there's a confrontation happening. That's kind of what it felt like. Hey, it happens. You know, some people struggle to be honest. And it usually comes from a place of self-hatred, by the way. You know, when you say like, hey, I know it's hard to be honest when you're scared, but I promise I don't hate you. Sometimes that's the right thing to say. Did you know Iran is secretly rich? I'm not. What? I wish I was secretly rich. I'm not. I'm like, you can literally hear I'm just in an empty apartment. Do you know something I don't know? Okay. We are going to do the next Koffee donator. Thank you so much, everybody who has supported me. We are going to do another freebie after this. So if you have a question, make sure you have it ready to type in the chat. So thank you so much, Taco. Thank you very much, Cosmo. Thank you, Eve. Thank you, Shaina. We're going to do Shaina next. But yeah! Shaina, your timestamp will be in the description on the VOD channel if you ever want to rewatch it. And it's 1 hour, 2 minutes, and 55 seconds. It'll be next to your name. And you'll have your own little chapter. You said, let's see. Hi, Ron. I was just wondering. Oh, I just got a reading from you the other day, but essentially I got into a fight with the Aquarius, and I'm just wondering what the lessons I'm supposed to learn here is. I think he's a karmic relationship. Oh no! Oh no, I'm sorry. Hey, like I said, even if it's a karmic relationship, you have to be thankful because they're gonna trigger you. You're gonna trigger them. But at the end of the day, you're gonna learn a lot about yourself, you know, and he's gonna learn a lot about himself. And you have to ask yourself, am I happy with the way I reacted? Do I feel like I was my highest version of myself because of what I said or did or felt, you know? But your feelings are always valid. But remember, right? Like you have that power to be someone that you feel is the best version of yourself, and this is what you're going to face in karmic relationships. Am I my highest version of myself, even in the most intense of emotions. And so, you got this, I promise. So I already had an answer, but let's see what we got. I love your TV model. It's so cute. Thank you, Hopu. Thank you. Yeah, we're gonna do another freebie after this, my friends. Thank you for being patient. And Mr. Derpy, thank you for the hand hearts. Alrighty. So this is you. We have the Knight of Pentacles. Slow and steady wins the race. Alright. I already... You know what? I'll be honest with you, Shaina. I already see what's happening here. You know, it's so funny because your challenge is a 10 of Cups. We never get a challenge unless we can overcome it. This is the mountain that we have to summit, right? And so I just rhymed. Whoa. The 10 of Cups represents a happy family. You chose to be with each other. You chose to encounter each other. You chose to learn and heal with each other. But we have to see that. Like, we have to understand that that's what we're doing. And I'll admit, I think both of you have a specific idea of how healing is supposed to happen, or how peace should be made, or what exactly you need in order to be happy, right? And so there has to be a balance between this is what I need and this is what you need in any relationship in order to make it work. And right now there's just like a little bit of an imbalance because, you know, the Hanged Man is here. This is their energy. The Hanged Man is seeing things from a new perspective, but they're also feeling really stuck. They're like, man, like I have a lot of understandings, but I'm not quite sure how to act on them. So I'm starting to see you from a new light, and I'm having new understandings come in. But what do I do from here, dude? We have you coming up as the Knight of Pentacles. This is you actually being very persistent about how you feel and trying to get understanding from them. They are absorbing more than you think. I honestly, the energy in between is the Hermit. There's a lot of soul work happening here. You know, the Hermit represents inner work, inner healing. It also means separation. And so if you find that both of you are kind of retreating, or especially you, if you find that you're kind of attacking their energy and they're kind of doing this, they're kind of being a little bit avoidant, we need to have more balance. So if you're doing too much, maybe reel it back a little bit. Have a little bit more trust and faith that there will be a resolution. Both of you need more balance. Like, they need more push, and you need more you need more pull. So we can sit happy with each other. The advice card is the King of Pentacles. Invest in things that you know will help you in the future. So pour energy into things you want to see more of. If you want to see more love, give more love. If you want to have more, mature conversations, set the stage for it to happen. Stuff like that. Okay, I hope that you like that. Thank you very much, Shaina. It'll be okay. When did it get this late? I know it's getting so late, my friends. Oh, I'm gonna stream early tomorrow. I plan to stream at like 11 in the morning. Okay, let's do another freebie. Thank you, everybody, for being patient, just spending time with me. We go back and forth between freebies and Koffee donators. Thank you so much for 17% of my goal. Before we move on, and we're going to do Liz, and I see Liz wants a general, I want to mention my wonderful friends that, let's see. A lot of you are learning how to read. A lot of you are interested in spirituality and in divination. And I just so happen to have a cheat sheet for a lot of things. So if you want to learn, I have all of these free learning materials for you to download and to print. It's all printable. If you want to learn how to read tarot, I have the upright and the reverse meanings and a really easy to read sheet. I also have the chakras, so all of the 7 chakras. We also have a pendulum mat. So if you want to learn how to divine with a pendulum, that's also there. And this one, I really like this one too. I've been doing a lot of rune readings recently. So the Viking alphabets, if you want to learn how to read runes, I've got those. They're called the Elder Futhark alphabet. So, you know, if you wanna divine like a Norse pagan Viking, this is for you. I also have the zodiac sign, so it includes the dates, the elements, the modality, the light and the shadow traits. It has, you know, the birthdays and stuff like that. And all kinds of stuff, so go check that out. If you'd like a more in-depth reading, I also offer spirit readings as well as private tarot readings. If you're a little bit too shy for ordering here on the on the stream, that's okay. You can check that out there, but I'm not trying to pressure anybody. I'm mostly just trying to share the learning material. So we're gonna do the next freebie. Yeah, thank you guys for being patient. Hello. The art for them is so cute. Thank you. I make everything myself. I do. Let's do Liz. Liz! Your timestamp for your reading will be on the VOD channel if you ever want to rewatch it. And we have 1 hour, 10 minutes, and 30 seconds. And you said you'd like a general. So let's see what we got coming in for you. I wish you the best. Yeah! You made them? That's so amazing. I did! I'm an artist. I actually have an animation degree. That didn't work out, obviously. I have an animation degree that kind of went nowhere. But I'm able to edit videos and make these models, and I'm able to make art and stuff for myself because of it. So it happened for a reason. All right, what do we have? What do we have for you, Liz? Oh, we've got the 2 of Cups. We also have the King of Cups, as well as the 8 of Swords. Challenge is the 4 of Swords, and the Fool. Okay, so there's a couple ways. It's a general. There's a couple ways that we could read this. We have in the past being the 2 of Cups. So this represents people that we really love, people we really, really care about, that we have an intertwined life with. It doesn't have to be romance. It can be, and it often is, but it could be a best friend. But there's actually a really intense conversation that has happened or will happen in the future. And there's an opportunity to really open up to this person, okay? Because the King of Cups represents somebody who's listening, someone who's receptive, someone who wants to give you good advice, and they're very wise. You know, if I'm honest, I think that you may find that you need a lot of advice when it comes to maybe family life soon. I don't know why I feel like that. Like someone in particular, it's all right if I'm wrong. The reason I feel this way is because we have in your future being the 8 of Swords, and this means self-imposed restrictions and isolation. In the future, you might be like, dang, you know, this person has been kind of hard on me in the past, or this person has made me really anxious. This person has made me feel just not good. And so we kind of separate, we kind of isolate, we protect ourselves in the way that we know how to. And it's okay, you know, Spirit is trying to tell you that if you need to take a step back, it's all right. In fact, try to rely on people that you trust with your emotions, that you trust listening to this side of you. You know, don't be afraid to ask for help. I know that can be hard, especially if you're a people pleaser like I am. Like, oh no, I'm supposed to be giving you advice, not me. You know, I want to listen to your problems. You're not supposed to listen to mine. But there is actually someone I think you can really trust and open up to, and that'll help you feel more at peace. So, you know, don't be afraid. You're not a burden. You're not annoying. And allow yourself to take some time to rest, you know, especially your mind. I also kind of feel Spirit telling you to meditate. I always say, like, if you want to be more in touch and more in tune with, you know, the spirit realm, or with your intuitive side, your higher self, those kinds of energies, It is a requirement that you sit in silence. If you're constantly busy and stressed out and anxious, you're not going to be able to hear the quiet voice inside of you. And so give yourself some intentional time alone. And I really do think a lot of answers are going to come to you, especially intuitively. I want to avoid this, you know, if you do spend time alone, I want it to be the Hermit, you know, not the Eight of Swords. And I think that's why Spirit brought this up, right? This is rest, retreat, renewal, but this is isolation. And so I want to have a marriage of these where we're saying to ourselves, all right, I'm alone, but I want to be, you know, all right, like I'm not talking to anybody, but I'm going to heal and I'm going to, you know, connect with my guides, or I'm going to connect to nature, you know, something like that. Or I'm going to do some spell work. I don't know. We have your advice card being the Fool. And the Fool tells me that we need to do something new, something that we've never done before, especially when it comes to protecting our own emotions and healing and feeling things. I don't know why. I feel like we have kind of like a spiritual awakening on the horizon. I just feel that way. I don't know if you're into that stuff. It's okay if you're not, but you might encounter it a lot more soon. So, okay. I felt called out by that one. Oh no. Sorry about that. How interesting. Yeah, it was an interesting. It was really fun. Thank you guys. Hi. Lee, thank you for the heartbeat. Thank you so much. Okay. All right. We are going to do the next Koffee donator. And after that, we'll do another freebie. Thank you guys for being patient. Let's see. We have Taco. Thank you, Taco. Thank you, Cosmo. Thank you, Eve. Let's do Eve next. Let's see. Thank you guys. Thank you for supporting me. It's really sweet of you. It's really, really sweet of you, especially when you don't have to. Thank you. Okay. So I always feel like it's weird because, you know, obviously people want to support me, but at the same time, like, it's just hard accepting people's money. Hence why I like refund people all the time, especially when people get career readings and they're like, I'm really poor. I'm like, refund. I'm in a really blessed position for you guys to believe in me so much. So thank you for that. Thank you. All right, Eve, you said, when will I start to see some financial stability again? I was just talking about this. I went from having it for 2 years to moving to a new country and feeling stagnant. But I do feel in no wealth and abundance is coming to me. Yeah, okay. How about, let's do that for you. Let's see. And I'm happy you have that trust and faith in yourself, you know. Just know sometimes we have to make our own luck. That was kind of a message. I don't know if that means anything to you. Making your own luck. What does that mean? Actually, I just like heard that loud and clear, Eve. Does that mean something to you? Maybe look it up. Okay. Let's see what we got. Thank you very much for the hand hearts. Thank you. You bring a warm, bright, and healing energy. Thank you, Grizzly. I'm doing my darndest. Okay, we got the Four of Pentacles. Yeah! The Four of Pentacles actually does mean like, man, I'm really worried about money. I need to save. I need to really watch what I'm spending. This isn't the past energy though, so that's really good to see. We have your current energy being the Six of Swords. This is letting go of people, places, and things that no longer serve you. So this is, like I said, like cutting spending. This can also mean like decluttering your life, decluttering your emotions even. So this is really nice to see. A lot of times Spirit will kind of force us to shift in directions in order for us to make space and make room in order for what we want to come in. So we have your future being the Hermit card. The Hermit represents isolation, feeling really alone. I'm a little bit worried about you not asking for help when you need it. You know, if you have people in your life that can offer you anything, right? Like a meal. And I know that's like so silly, but just know that abundance comes from the people we love and our community, right? Like I wouldn't be able to do this if I didn't do what I love and if I didn't have people that trust and believe in me. And it really is people that give us the prosperity that we're looking for. And I'm not just talking about financially, right? Like fulfillment doesn't come from just money. People can give you so much. Like for example, let's say your phone broke and you have a friend, they're like, oh, I actually have just a phone laying around. So I do kind of see you spending some more time alone. It is the Hermit card. It's not a bad thing. This can sometimes mean walking in, really focusing on, getting yourself up. But at the same time, I just want to see a little bit more community in this. Let's see what the challenge is. The Tower. You're right about the change, madam. You're very right about the change. We have 2 cards coming in. So the Swords and the Tower is about letting go. And the Tower is like necessary but uncomfortable change. So you're definitely feeling this. You said that things have been really rocky for you. The Tower is still falling. If you feel like you've been in this perpetual kind of like, dude, we really are making space and making way for something more. And a confirmation for that for you is the 6 of Wands. And this means victory, it means reward, it means success coming in. It also means being noticed for your hard work. Let's pull a little bit more. We got the Queen of Swords, we got the Fool, and we got the Ace of... Yeah! I like this. I had mentioned like friendship and community and stuff like that, but if you really are somebody who believes that they can do it all on their lonesome, well, I've got confirmation that, yeah, you really can make the magic work all by yourself. The Queen of Swords is here, and this is independence. Using your smart and your wits to achieve something. We have the Fool. This is you actually taking that leap, starting a new chapter in your life. And then we have the Ace of Pentacles. So this is a new job. This is new opportunities to make money. This also means like getting gifts and stuff like that. And so it looks really good. I think that you're right on the money. I think your intuition is spot on about new opportunities coming in. But give it a little bit more time. I know that's really not fun to hear. Nobody wants to be like, how much, really more time. I've been waiting forever and ever. Trust me. I used to say the same thing, like, when am I gonna, I don't know. I don't know. I'll just say this. Where I am now, I would have done anything to have gotten this far 2 years ago. So, look at how far you've come. I promise you, like, your old self would be very proud. So that's what we have for you, Eve. Thank you so much. If I had to put like a time on it, time can change. Sorry, what I do is I ask my guides, like, I say, is it, like, I'll just say to myself, is it 1 month? And they'll tell me yes or no. And so it takes me a little bit of time. That's why I'm being quiet, sorry. So they told, to be honest, it's really not long at all. I actually see a lot of opportunity coming in 2 weeks. Because I was asking them like months, and they were like, no, weeks. And I'm like, oh, okay. So, look forward to something in the next 2 to 3 weeks, because time energy is very fluid. Okay. Thank you so much, Eve. Thank you for trusting me. We're gonna do the next freebie. Hi, everybody. Yeah. Let's do Rose. Hi, everyone. Welcome. Also, if you're new here, my name is Ron, Queen of Cups, and I chose the Queen of Cups because in tarot, she is a card that represents someone who is loving, healing, and nurturing. And that's the energy I really do my best to exude, to invoke, to be when I'm doing readings for people. So thank you for being here. If you want a reading, all you have to do is ask in the chat. They are free. I just pick them as I see them. If you want a guaranteed one, you're welcome to donate, but you don't have to. You don't have to. We're gonna do Rose. I love a love reading. Yeah, Rose, are you single or are you in a relationship? Also, if you do get a reading, your timestamp next to your name will be in the description on the VOD channel. So it'll be right next to your name and you'll get your own little chapter. It's really fun. I wasn't considered magic until disseminated by the French tarot. Really? Tarot is nothing more than an Italian card game. You know what, Shaggy? I use all kinds of things to divine, and you know, I always tell people you don't have to believe it. It can just be a fun experience, and so just let people have fun. We all have different belief systems, right? Like I'll use runes or I'll use dice and stuff like that. And to me, it makes my life really magical. It helps me connect to my intuition. And I don't think we should deny people that. You know, I don't force people to donate. In fact, I always tell people you really don't have to. Most of my readings are free. All of my content is free. Nothing I do is paywalled. I make videos for free. I spend 15 hours a day working for free because I like it. And you know, if people like me enough and people trust me and people want to see what they get, they can donate, but I never ever force them to. And so, you know, don't deny people an experience. Don't deny people their belief system, because it can be actually really wonderful and really beautiful, whether or not you believe it's spiritual or not. Just be respectful, right? Like this is technically a religion. Be respectful. It's not a belief system, it's a scam. You know, I'm not forced. Once again, everything I do is free. Not even my learning material is free. How am I scamming people? Okay. Probability is used to reflect a given moment. Interpretation is dependent upon the parties. Exactly, Grizzly. Scam me with a free reading, please, Queen. That's so funny. You're so funny. Bro probably kicking his feet, getting attention for once. Aw, be nice to him. Shaggy, you know, whatever you got going on in life, I just want you to know that whether or not you believe in this kind of stuff, your reality is what you make it to be, genuinely. And this is why I tell people, the future isn't set in stone. You know, we have free will. There's no such thing as predestination. It really is just a deck of cards, but you get to decide what it means for you. And for me personally, it's something really magical. And I like to share it with people, so... Funnily enough, tarot is one of the few things I 100% believe in because of accurate readings. Oh, good. Oh, Paul Street, thank you for the hand hearts. Thank you. I love your nails, like you. It's Walgreens. Where did Rose go? I asked her Rose. Oh, there's Rose. Let's see. I asked Rose. Because you asked for a love reading, right? Are you single or are you in a relationship, Rose? What's going on? I'm single, by the way, Ron. Messy breakup, though, and I just want to see what's coming. Ah, okay. Yeah. I've been through that. I went through that earlier this year. It'll be okay. It gets better. You start to love yourself more and you realize, like, oh, that was so silly. Why did I do that? 1 hour, 27 minutes, and 55 seconds is your timestamp. And you can re-watch it anytime you want to. E-Point Man, do you read Celtic Cross? I sometimes do. I do my own spread that I made up myself mostly. And I do my best to explain how I read. I'm gonna do it now, actually, so... Alright, Rose, what do we have coming in for love? Let's see what we got. Hi, Ray, what's up? Okay, Rose, what do we got coming in? Alright, this is you. you. The Two of Wands, choosing. So funny because we were just talking about choosing your reality, deciding what your experience is. So the Two of Wands represents needing to choose something that makes you feel passionate. So I see you deliberately choosing more passion into your life, more creativity, more joy. I actually like this. I'm getting this energy of almost there's like this giddiness. I know you went through a messy breakup, but I wonder if you reflect on stuff and almost just like laugh at yourself, like that was so silly. I know it's still painful. Like we go through waves. Like obviously some days it's like, oh my god, oh. But then other days, and like we can represent that with the two as well. But I actually feel that there is just this energy of I'm free. And I know it's hard to feel that way, but it's there. And I say that because our focus is the Ace of Pentacles, dude. This is opportunity to grow. This is opportunity to plant new seeds. And they actually come forth. Like they actually help you and heal you. They actually plant roots that keep you grounded in the earth, right? Like that's the kind of energy that we're doing right now. Like this is very I'm putting myself first kind of energy, and I really like it. I actually really like it. This is hard to do after a breakup. A lot of times we say like, oh, how could they do this to me? Or we go, oh my gosh, I'm such a bad person because I did XYZ. But I actually see you deliberately trying to give yourself more grace, and that makes me happy. You know, this is actually really rare like a rare energy to pick up on. Your challenge is a Five of Swords, the brainworms. Okay? This is about letting negative self-talk, negative beliefs. This doesn't also mean gossip, you know, caring what people think about you. This is going to be a huge trigger for you. And so do your best to tailor the information you take in. So if seeing their picture causes you to spiral, you know, maybe put it in a folder and leave it for later when you're healed. Or like if you need to block them, or if you feel like so-and-so's talking poorly about you, trust your intuition and just move on. You know, push yourself into energies. And I already see you doing this. Like, I just feel like this isn't my first rodeo. Kind of like, I know I got this. It's just difficult, dude. Your advice card is the Ace of Swords. Speak with truth and honesty and clarity. You know, also, there's a message here, by the way, for you, Rose. Remember how people speak about you? How do I say this? So, you probably think your ex is talking poorly about you, right? I swear and I promise that says so much more about them than it does about you. And so imagine so-and-so is like da-da-da-da-da-da, they're crazy. Don't you think that's a red flag whenever you meet someone and they're like, my ex is crazy, my ex is this, everything's their fault? But you're like, you know, we had our differences and I moved on. I actually really see you just taking it at face value and going, it'll be okay. You know, but it's gonna take time, and Spirit's telling you to do that. So give yourself time. I actually see you, you know, this is far in the future, but you really are heading in a direction where you find somebody who respects you and like genuinely builds heaven for you. Like, I just feel that way, actually, like genuinely. You don't have to believe me. Like, you could think I'm crazy if you want, but have you ever heard that saying, if you want an angel, you gotta build heaven? I actually see that coming in and you being like, holy shit, that's real. So that's what I got, Rose. I hope that you like that. And you have a beautiful name. Our names are so powerful, and your name will help you bring in more love. Okay. Alrighty. How are you guys doing? How are you guys feeling? Could I get hi, everyone? I hope that that you like that, Rose. Thank you very much. You're doing great. Good. I'm happy to hear that. I know it's getting late at night. I am, as usual, going back and forth between the Koffee donators and freebies. Hi, friends. You guys are so nice to me. I'm gonna do the next Koffee donator, and we're gonna do another freebie after this. So thank you guys for your patience. If you'd like a free reading, all you have to do is ask in the chat. Freebies are random. I just pick them as you see them, and we're gonna do Cosmo. So make sure you have your question ready to go. Cosmo, your timestamp will be in the description on the VOD channel next to your name if you ever want to see it. So we have, oh, thank you very much, CQ. We have 1 hour, 34 minutes, and 16 seconds. There we go. You said, hi, I would like to know if I am on the right path to success. And if not, what do I have to do to get on the right path? Good news, Cosmo. There is no wrong path. Genuinely, you can't take a wrong turn. You can maybe take a detour. You can maybe take the long way. But, and even if you do take a detour, even if you do find yourself like, how did I get here? Everything that you are encountering is going to help propel you towards something that you need. In fact, this happens to me all the time. Like, for example, and I tell this story all the time. I like this one. This is my go-to. I went to school. I did the 4 years. I did the college tuition. You know, I did the sleepless nights doing my senior project. And I was like, I'm gonna be an animator. I'm gonna get an animation job. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna work for Cartoon Network. I'm gonna do video game stuff. It's gonna be awesome. Well, I didn't get a job. I didn't get a job, and it's okay. You wanna know why? I decided that I wanted to be a VTuber. I wanted to start my own business. And literally every single thing that I learned in school, I use every single day in what I'm doing now. And I didn't even know. I didn't know. I had no clue when I started. I just had the intention of being creative. I wanted to do this thing, but I found myself doing something even more fulfilling. And so just know that's gonna happen to you. It happens to everybody. And it's really weird and serendipitous how it does happen. Like, another example is I spent the first year of my career not collabing with anybody. And the first person I collabed with was Cha-Cha. And Cha-Cha ended up being like one of my really good streamer friends. And so, you know, that's crazy. It's just crazy how things like that happen. I do see in the past the 5 of Cups, you've been through it. Oh my gosh, you've been through it. It makes sense why you would be worried, you know, am I on the right path? Listen, your energy is the 9 of Cups. This is wish fulfillment. This is also being proud of your decisions. This is doing the best that you can with what life throws at you. And so, yeah, you're definitely in alignment. I also see you putting yourself first in a responsible way. Okay, thinking, does this fulfill me? Is this good for me? Will this help me in the future? Is this responsible for my well-being? Like, this is genuinely good. Has life thrown you some hurdles? Yeah, I mean, we're on Earth. At least it happens to everybody. In the future, I actually do see you with the 7 of Cups having a lot of opportunities to try out new things. And it might be a little bit daunting. This card actually means distractions. So it also means illusions too. So if you find yourself in a moment of, you know, what do I do? Where do I go? What's happening? What is going on? Always trust that you're gonna make the right decision, especially since your energy is here. You know, you've done, this is an accumulation. These are all cup cards, right? The 5 of Cups, they have to go through pain and suffering and sadness in order to turn that into a 9 of Cups where we're able to actually discern what it is that we prefer. So your challenge is the 8 of Pentacles. There's actually a talent, like an innate talent that you have that you can really work with. And gosh, like, once again, it really does remind me of the story that I told you. Like, I have all these talents, but I don't really know where I'm gonna apply it. It may not make sense now, but you're gonna be doing something that just everything you've experienced just clicks for you. And I have it, like I genuinely have it confirmed right here. So your advice card is the 10 of Cups. Go towards things that make you feel loved and cared for and passionate. I know this is like so basic, but you know, you asked if you're on the right path, and it's just yes, 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 and yes. Like, like I don't know what more to tell you. We can see you know what? I want to do this. I love this deck. I've been doing this deck a lot for people, and I wanna get you one of these. What is this Ron uses? I made it up. I made it up, Olivia. I made it the fuck up. Sorry, that's a meme. Yeah, I just made it up. Alright, Cosmo. I want to draw one of these. So this is money and the law of attraction cards. And I just feel called to, so I'm gonna trust. We have. It says, welcome to planet Earth. You're here to seek joy. If we were talking to you on your first day here, we would say, welcome to planet Earth. There is nothing that you cannot be, do, or have. And your work here, your lifetime career, is to seek joy. As you think thoughts that feel good to you, you will be in harmony with who you really are. And in doing so, you will utilize your profound freedom. Seek joy first, and all of the growth that you could ever imagine will come joyously and abundantly towards you. So, yeah, I hope that you like that, Cosmo. Cosmo, if you have any other questions, just let me know. I feel like that's a little vague. If you have something in particular, because I know that was just like a yes/no question, let me know. Just DM me. It's fine. I don't, you know, I do it all the time. Okay. Alrighty. You know, guys, it's already midnight. It's already midnight 30, and I'm getting a little tired. I think I'm gonna end the stream. If you guys did donate, I will do a more in-depth makeup reading for you as an apology. Let me actually show you guys real quick. Let me show you. And don't worry, I'm gonna come back in the morning, my friends. How about we do a pick a card before we leave? I'm gonna do a pick a card. So, obviously, you pick a card. You just pick a card that you feel drawn towards. But I am about to end. So give me 1 second. I want to explain how makeup readings work. So, if you go over to the YouTube, well, thank you for the donation. I'm gonna have to do a makeup reading for you. I'm sorry. It'll be more in depth though, as an apology, because you know I'm not live. I'm not live. I can take a little bit more time on it. But if you go over to my main channel, you will see at the bottom. So this is what's in the link tree, right? At the very bottom, we have the VOD channel right here. So just click that, and you'll see I have makeup readings, and I also have the live VOD. So if you did get a reading today and you want to rewatch it, this is where the VODs are uploaded, and this is where I upload the makeup readings. So how makeup readings work is like, if I don't get to you on stream, I will get to you later, like like this. Let me show you. It has all the timestamps in the corner there for you to access. So like there's Diana, right? It's all public, so you can always find it too. That's just how it works. But yeah, I'm just feeling a little bit tired and it's late, so we're gonna do a little pick a card to end the night. But I'll be back in the morning, my friends. Thank you so much for getting me to 20%, by the way. I made some friends. Good. Let's do a little pick a card. It was worth a shot. Thank you. I'm doing my best. I'll have to check your YouTube. Thank you, Evie. Yeah. I like YouTube. I wish I was more popular there, but it's hard. It's really hard to grow there. Alright, card 1, card 2. And card 3. We're just gonna do a 3 tonight because my voice hurts. Pick a card, any card. You can pick all the cards. You can pick 1 card. You can pick 2. It's up to you. Feel free to take your time. This is 1, 2, and 3. You know what? I'm gonna pick all three. I never do that. I'm gonna pick all three. So this is gonna be something incoming. That was my intention. This is what's coming towards you. Run, hi, Booty! What's coming towards you? Sorry about the reflection. We can turn it off. 1, 2, 3. Okay, are you ready? Did you pick your card? Let's see what's coming towards you. Card 1! You oh my god! Hell yeah! Hell yeah, card 1! You got the sun. This is happiness. This is joy. This is success. This is also illumination. Things are coming clearly to you. You have understandings. And we also have you being seen, right? Like, think about it. If you're trying to manifest, like, people, like, let's say you're a content creator, because I picked this and I'm a creator. This is actually people noticing you more and appreciating you and feeling joy around you. This is you radiating an energy of, like, genuine joy. And it's nice. It's actually really nice. This is something that you actually feel like a lot of you need more friends in your life. I think some of you are gonna have like genuine friends come in soon, and I like that. Okay, card 2, what's coming in for you? Ooh, the 9 of Wands. Don't give up. Do not give up. I see things really getting busy for you. And that's not a bad thing. I actually think this is what we asked for. Like, for example, like, let's say I really want to make more money because Christmas is coming up. Well, this is you getting your wish come true, right? So just know there's a victory at the end of this. I also see that if you don't give up on something, you actually will have a success waiting for you. For some of you, like, let's say that you're striving to win something, or you're striving to achieve something in particular. That message feels more so in the like 2 to 3 month range, you know, to see something really, really joyous come in. I know that's a little bit long, but for most of you, this is just getting through the season and just having a time to relax afterwards around January energy. So that's what we have for you. It's okay. It's actually good. You know, it's a promise that our hard work is paying off. All right, card 3, you're up next. Oh, the Knight of Pentacles! So much here about work. The Knight of Pentacles represents slow and steady wins the race. So just know, incoming for you is consistency, steadiness, having a pace that you can actually handle. And so, you know, I guess these people, things are a little bit busy, but these are things staying pretty consistent and very peaceful. You know, this is something that we can handle. I also see a lot of you doing a routine that actually heals your body. So if you're trying to lose weight, you know, some of you are like, I actually see some of you really glowing up because we're taking our health and well-being really serious. So I like it. Also, there's a message about a diet change. I don't know if somebody like changed their diet recently. You did a good thing. Okay. Not me trying to get my art out there. This is amazing. I think so too. Okay. Alrighty. I will do the makeup readings in the morning, and I'll be back at 11. I'll see you guys later. Thank you so much for being here and spending time with me. I had a good time. I hope you did too. I'll see you tomorrow. Night. Good night, everyone. See ya. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.